This is a 15-minute daily stretch and flexibility routine that you can do. Let's get started. So first, we're gonna start this with just breathing in and out for a couple seconds. Get ready to get flexible, to be able to get stretching your muscles. So breathe in, breathe out. It will just make your body feel so much better. So the first exercise that we're gonna do, you're gonna put your knees up in the air, spread them apart a little bit, and you're gonna bend them down to really work and stretch out those hip flexors. So just go side to side, touching your knees on each end. If you can't go that far, go as far as you can and just try to go flex those out. Do this for a couple rounds, really until you just feel that your hips are feeling nice and flexible. Keep breathing through this and just really take your time in this. You don't need to rush any flexibility, but it's just a good 15 minutes before you really start a workout, or even after you start a workout, or just something to get flexible for your daily routine. All right, now still working on our hip flexors. We're gonna get up. We're gonna put one knee on the ground, and we're gonna lean as far as we can until we feel a good stretch right here. Just keep leaning. Breathe in, breathe out, go a little bit deeper. Now it's reset, and then go back into it to really get an even deeper stretch, and we're gonna hold that. Now what you're gonna do, put your hands on the ground. You're gonna lift your bottom leg up with your knee is off the ground. You're gonna lean again. Keep breathing. Now you're gonna go straight back up. Hold this position for a couple seconds, really working on this hamstring. And then reach up into the sky. And just hold this position, feeling good, breathing in and out. Now we're gonna switch, go back onto the other knee. You're gonna lean forward as far as you can. Breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe out, try to stretch it even more. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch it even more. Really feel it in your hips, loosening those up because those get very tight. Now you're gonna put your hands on the ground, lift your leg up here. Your knee should be off the ground. You're gonna lean into it some more. You can move around a little bit to kind of adjust how you need to be stretching. Breathe in, breathe out. Now you're gonna go up, arms straight up into the air. Just hold this position. Good, now we're gonna sit back down, stretch to the side here. If you can feel a good stretch, keep going as far as you can, try to touch the ground. Hold that for as far as you can. Back to the other side. Oh yeah, good stretch there. Awesome. Now let's do some more arms here. Pull this one over to the side for a good hold. Same on the other arm. And obviously don't be afraid to go too quick. If you need more time, take your time in this. Same thing here. We're gonna reach our arm as far as we can back here, and we're gonna stretch. Use this arm to pull it back and stretch that as far as you can. Lean to the side a little bit now. Still pulling this arm back and leaning to the side. Good. Now we're gonna do the same thing. Arm up in the air. This hand pulls the elbow for a couple seconds. Do that. Keep breathing. Lean to the side again. Get that awesome good stretch. Keep pulling your arm and leaning. Good. Now, if you need to move your arms a little bit, loosen them out. This. Good. Now, we're going to go into the side here. We're going to put one leg up like this. You're going to put your arm through the hole here, grab with the other arm, and you're going to pull this for a good stretch right here on the side. As you can see here, this is what we're doing. Arm through here, full stretch. Now we're just going to lean, try to get your head to your foot. like this. Now we're gonna go put our back on the ground, still holding this position. We're gonna pull it as far as you can. Really good stretch here. Now we're gonna switch sides. Push this leg up here, put it through the hole, and we're gonna go try to touch your foot to your toes, holding that. If you can't go that far, that's fine, but just keep breathing in and out and trying to go as far as you can. Then we're gonna lay on our back again, and you're just gonna pull this as close as you can to your head. Good. Now we're gonna go spread your legs as far as you can. We're gonna reach to the other side with our opposite hand to the other side. If you can only touch to here, that's fine, but try to get as far as you can into your toes, and we're gonna hold this for a couple seconds. Definitely keep breathing, get your muscles loosened up, stretch so you can be more flexible. It just makes you feel so much better too. Now we're gonna go back up to the middle. We're gonna reach down through the middle here, as far as you can. You can go a little bit farther, go farther, but just kind of reach through the middle. Don't bend or hollow your back, keep your back nice and flat. We're gonna go back up, and we're gonna go back down. Keep your back nice and flat one more time here. And don't, as you keep doing this every day, you're gonna be able to get farther and farther and more flexible. So don't be sad if you can only go this far instead of this far, but just keep on working. Now we're gonna get our opposite hand to our other side of our foot, and we're gonna go as far as we can here. Try to touch our toes and hold this. Keep on breathing. Just feel the nice air in your lungs. As you breathe them out, help release some stress here. Now we're going back into the middle. Lift your arms up. Stretch out your arms to the back as you can. You're gonna go one time through, back through the middle. Should definitely be feeling a good stretch in here. Now we're gonna go back up. We're gonna get into a little bit of the squat position. If you can only go here, go as deep as you can. We're gonna rock back and forth to get our joints moving as we're getting more flexible and stretching. We're gonna hold on the one side. You can use your elbow to hold yourself up here. Back to the other side. Back here. Just getting those hips flexible that are really tight after sitting all day in school, office, things like that. Okay, now we're gonna also do some wrist stretches here. Our wrists can get very tight, so we're just gonna put your fingers down backwards, put them down, and lean back to get a good stretch in your wrist. As they can get tight, just kind of lean back and forth to get all of it in your wrist. Now we're gonna flip them forward and do the same thing. Lean forward, backwards. Now we're gonna lean and hold it right here. Okay, now we're gonna sit back down. Put your legs together, back straight up. And we're gonna go as far as you can, deep down here. Try to get to your ankles, your toes, and just hold this position. You can feel it really tight in your hamstrings. Make sure you're breathing. Hold this for a couple seconds. Now breathe in, breathe out, try to stretch even further. Good. Now we're gonna go back into this position, just take a little bit. We're gonna go put our hands, our elbow to our knee, and we're gonna push. Your back may crack a little bit on this. We're just gonna hold this position here. Now, we're gonna put our leg down here as we do this. Back to the other side, legs up, elbow to the opposite knee. Hold this. Now put this leg down. Feel that great stretch. Okay. Now we're gonna get some more of our arm mobility here. So you can sit on your knees here. Put our arms back. Try to lean until you touch the floor. And then you're gonna rock back and forth. You're gonna be working on some shoulder mobility in this. The further that you bring your legs away from you, the more your shoulders are gonna be stretching. So try to keep slowly bringing your knees away from you to stretch those shoulders out. Rock back and forth to a little bit more extra stretch on each arm. There we go. Now we're gonna go back. We're gonna lay on our stomachs and we're gonna lift one arm up here. And then we're gonna bring it down. I'm gonna lift it up to the sky here. Have gravity pull your shoulder, stretch that out. Same thing on the other side. Bring your arm up as far as you can. It might feel really weird. And then back like this. Bring your arm, gravity, stretching that out. Okay? Now for a really good stomach stretch, it's called like a Cobra. You're gonna push your arms up and just hold this position. Really just stretching that back out and that stomach. Breathe in and out. All right, then you're gonna go up, staying in this position, down, and putting some more stretching on your shoulders here. Just hold this position for a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna go back into this squatting position here. We're gonna bring one knee down, back up, one knee down, and back up. You need to hold on to the ground, use that. If not, just like this. Hold it for a second here, back down, hold it down here. Awesome. This is awesome, just making you relieve that stress and feel so much better. Okay, now we're gonna do that 3 more times on each side. Hold a little bit. Keep your back straight, don't be rounding it. Alright, now from this position, we're gonna put our arms here, bend them a little bit, lean onto them, and feel a good stretch right here in the bottom of our legs by our groin area. If you need to do this, bend your arms and push. Push with your arms here. Awesome, really good stretch right there. You should really be feeling it right in here. Now from here, we're gonna stick one leg out. We're gonna go till we can right here. If you need to kind of sit on the ground here, but stay up here, kind of like this position. You can hold it here. Now we're gonna reach to this foot. Hold that. Now we're gonna reach away from the foot. Hold this. And back to the middle, just holding that position. Moving around a little bit to loosen up those joints. Now bring it back. Same thing. Pull this leg out. All your weight should be really putting that stretch here. Holding like that. Moving around a little bit. Reaching as far as you can over here. Feeling it in the groin and in the hamstrings. Holding that right there. Reach to the other side. Good, and bend back to it. Kind of loosening around in this. Get back up to our knees. Whoa. Reach over here. Reach over here. Just find different points that are tight right now. And you need to go over some exercises we already did. Do those. Just loosen yourself up here. Rotate your shoulders, your arms. Get your arms more flexible. Those get really tight. Backwards, the same way. Now we're going to stand up. Right here, we're gonna have our knees bent. We're gonna put our hands onto the ground, and we're gonna stick one leg straight while our hands are on the ground, bend it, and put the other one straight. Just like this. Here we go, another different angle. Your legs are bent. One leg goes straight, the other one stays bent. You feel it really good right here. Keep going back and forth to that. Now if it gets a little too easy, you can do 2 legs straight, 2 legs bent. Just like that, good. And then we're gonna go back into this position. Really, my hip flexors are feeling kind of tight, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna lean, pull this one leg up here, and back down for 5 times. Okay, now we're gonna switch different leg. Right here, lean into it. Now you're gonna pull your leg up here 5 times again. Good. Now we're gonna sit back down in this position. Go to here. We're just gonna put our hands, keep your back straight. Push with your elbows down on each side. You should really feel a stretch in your hip flexors again there. Pull your legs to yourself. Lean forward, lean back. Take a big breath in, breathe out. And I am feeling really good. I'm feeling very stretched out. You should definitely be feeling stretched out too. Follow this every day, every other day, so you'll be able to be more mobile, you'll be more flexible, you'll be able to just be able to do more things throughout the day without getting hurt or pulling a muscle or something, and it feels so much better. So make sure you guys are keep breathing through this workout. I hope you really enjoy this flexibility, mobility routine. If there's anything that you still feel tight or an exercise that we did in this routine that you want to go back and do it now. Hold that position for 10, 15, even 30 seconds, a minute. Really get that mobility and that stretching back. One last thing that I wanted to say is our body is a temple. That is what God says. We need to keep our body clean and pure. So something I wanted to say is by doing these mobility, by doing this workout and stuff, your body is staying healthy. But not only should we be doing this, we should be doing it by keeping our body pure, by the things that we say, the things that we do. Something that you should be thinking about is, yes, you want to do this good workout, get your body healthy for the Lord, but also everything that you think, you say, and do should be pleasing to God, should be something that is not sinful and great. So just something to think about. Just wanted to put that onto your minds.